Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I am doing my 2019 bullet journal setup and 2019 January plan with me. I am going based off of the bullet journal method. So I actually got this book for Christmas and I've been reading it like crazy. I absolutely love it. This is by the creator of the bullet journal, so it's by Ryder Carroll. And it was just a really informative book, and it really helped explain a lot of the concepts that I had found confusing with bullet journaling in the past. I just found it really helpful. So what I decided to do, at least for this first month of 2019, was to follow the bullet journal method, like the official method to a T. So this first setup, at least for the initial setup for my 2019 bullet journal, is going to be very simple and very minimal. If you're interested in seeing a more minimalist approach to bullet journaling, that's what I'm going to be showing you today. So if you've seen any of my other plan with me bullet journal videos, you'll know that I tended to go more on the side of color, and my bullet journal was just full of color and photos and all kinds of things. I do have several plan with me bullet journal videos up on my YouTube channel already, so if you are interested in that, you can check that out. But this was my bullet journal from last year. You can see very full, very thick, very messy, and I really loved it. It was really awesome. It was my first year using a bullet journal, and I did have these stickers as well. These were from Redbubble. I actually ordered more stickers this year for my new bullet journal. They just have not come in yet. So for right now, I just have this plain, beautiful purple color that I love. But with that being said, let's go ahead and just jump right into the setup. So first here I have my index. This is the first page I decided to do. I am working on my handwriting. So I just put this quote, "This is the beginning of your wildest dreams coming true." And I use this purple to match the cover of my bullet journal. And then next I have my future log. So I really love how this future log turned out. My future log from last year was kind of all over the place because I didn't have them in date order, and it kind of drove me insane. I still used it, but by the end of the year, once I was regularly using my future log, I wanted to have things in order. So I found a similar layout on Pinterest, and I decided to go with it. So I have the month here that I wrote out the little calendar, and then I have every single day of the month listed out. And that way I can keep everything organized, so when I'm making my monthly logs, I won't have to put everything in order, because before I had, you know, the 24th here, and then I'd have the 14th, and then it was all mixed up in a jumble, and it wasn't very organized. So that's what I decided to do for my future log for this year. And then next here, this is a very simple page right now, obviously, but this is... I apologize if this lighting is a little crazy. I've been trying to film this for a couple days, and it has been gloomy and rainy and snowy and just cloudy. So I kind of tried to create my own lighting for this, and it kind of worked, but it also is a little shadowy, so I hope you guys can see everything okay. But this next page is my 2019 reflection page, so it's going to be blank for the entire year until the 31st. Ooh. But I really loved adding this into my 2008 bullet journal. I just filled it out, and I really love being able to just look back on it and kind of just reflect and see how I felt about everything. So, and this was also in that bullet journal method book as well, so I thought it would be helpful to include again for 2019. And then this page here is just my reading list for 2019. I did want to add more books this year, so I just did a simple checklist, because I ended up reading more than I accounted for last year for my reading list. So I wanted to be able to make that list longer. Originally, I was thinking about doing a more library book setup, like how I'm sure you've seen a lot of Pinterest layouts have that, but I decided to just go with a simple checklist because it gets kind of crazy and messy, and I like to write the author and everything too, so I wanted more space. So next I have my monthly expenses and my passwords page. So I want to go over this just quickly, briefly, because, you know, it's personal information, but I think it's really helpful. So I listed my monthly expenses as well as the date that things were due and the amount, and then for my passwords, I just have a hint. So I've seen on a couple of the bullet journal groups that I'm in that people get a little heated about password layouts in bullet journals, but personally, I don't see any harm in it. I have a very, very minimal hint that will help me remember the password if I need to, and it's just a good reference throughout the year. I used both of these layouts consistently the entire year, so I decided to include them in my 2019 journal. Next, I have my YouTube planner. So what I decided to do with this is I wrote the month of the year, and then I'm going to fill in the videos as I plan them. I thought it would be nice to be able to look back and see all the videos that I did for 2019, and to just help me me stay organized throughout the year as things get kind of hectic. I'm going to have a YouTube list of ideas as well, but for right now, this is just what I have to help me keep track of everything. This next one is my favorite. This is my vision board for 2019. If you don't know what a vision board is, I've been doing them for the last couple years and I absolutely love them. Basically, the idea is you cut out pictures of things that you would like to attract and manifest into your life, and you create a vision board, and it helps you visualize your goals and helps you manifest them and align with the energy that you need to attract them into your life. It sounds a little woo-woo. I kind of thought it was at first too, but it's really nice to just have a visual representation of your goals going throughout the year. So what I did with these is I used my HP Sprocket printer. I collaged photos on PicMonkey. The HP Sprocket printer does have sticky photo paper, so I was able to just peel off the back and stick them on. But I really love how this turned out. I am so obsessed with this song. If you know it, I'm sure you do because it's been on the radio about 100 million times over the last couple months, but it's the lyrics, "Didn't know how, but I always had a vision," were from Panic at the Disco's High High Hope song, and I absolutely love it. I'm obsessed with it. It's like my dance party song in my car. And it's part of my morning routine to look at my vision boards. I thought it would be really helpful to include it in my bullet journal. And then next here, I just have my goals for 2019. I've split them up into categories. I have health, business, mind. This, I kind of messed this part up a little bit, but this was supposed to be finances and this is supposed to be travel, but these two categories I kind of wrote incorrectly. But basically these are my financial goals, travel goals, things like that. I have my soul, which is basically my spiritual, and then my love category, which is just more personal relationships. And then next we are getting into my January setup. I'm so excited with how this turned out. I absolutely love how my January turned out. I'm working so hard on my handwriting and I feel like it's finally paying off. I just have January, the month, in a little calendar, my goals here, and then I have a quote that says, "What the new year brings to you will depend a great deal on what you bring to the new year." Thought that was a really good quote going into a brand new year. And then next I have my monthly log and my monthly tasks sheet. So the monthly log, again, I'm following the bullet journal method system. I've been doing this for a couple months now for my monthly layout, and I've used it more in the last 3 months doing it this way than I had with previous block calendar layouts. So this has really been working for me. And then I have my monthly tasks that I'm going to basically do a brain dump and have everything on here. This is my little mini tracker. I found this idea in the bullet journal method book. So instead of doing a large one-page tracker, I just have a few key things that I'm tracking throughout the month to help me kind of stay on track with my goals and what I'm looking to accomplish for that month. So I did a little mini tracker instead of one big one. And then the other thing I am doing for the month of January is my 10 blocks spread. So I got this idea from someone on YouTube. Okay, so I got this video idea from Matt Ragland. So I'll link his YouTube channel down in the description box below. But basically what this is, I'm really excited about this idea. I was kind of struggling in the past with keeping better track of my time, especially when I was doing work tasks. I felt like I was spending a lot of time working on things and not necessarily feeling like I was working on the right things. So I thought this would be really helpful to kind of just streamline my workflow during the week and make sure I'm prioritizing and doing the right things. So I have 10 blocks here. Each block is made up of 16 squares, and basically it's split up into 4s. So each block is 4 hours each. So 4 hours for each row of squares, it adds up to 40 hours, so a total of 40-hour work week. And I thought this would be really helpful, especially now that I work from home, to just help me streamline my workflow and make sure that I'm being productive with my time during the day. And at the very bottom here, I have my teaching hours, just because I do teach more than what would fit. I teach more than 4 hours a week. So instead of creating another block for that, I just decided that I would list down here the total numbers of hours that I was teaching online per week, and the rest is all split up into chunks of 4 hours per week. There might be some weeks that I do more hours than others, but my goal is to have all of these full every week to make sure that I'm spending equal time in the areas that I want to help with my business. So that is my 2019 bullet journal setup and my 2019 January plan with me. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you're not already, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on a single video. I am going to be uploading a plan with me video every single month this year. I also do different layout videos that are more minimal, simple, and kind of easier to do, I feel like, since I'm a beginner bullet journalist. So if you're interested in that, hit that subscribe button. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye, guys.